Hello, future people. Jason the Bruce was getting tabled. Welcome to Prepare for Conquest. And today, we're looking at the rules for the Predator. You can arrange your brushes, prepare your clippers, and your knives. But sometimes, no matter how many tools or paints you have, it's not enough if the dice are not on your side. Sometimes you only have one choice. And that choice is to prepare for Conquest. Alright, so once again, we're on the Parabellum website. It's where you need to go to if you want to have a look at the rules. We are going to Game, and then Army Builder. In our case, Last Argument of Kings, and browse factions. If you were building your full army, you would go to Prepare for War. Alright, so the Predator is an infantry type, obviously. He is a light class, so that means that he's not going to be able to capture objectives. Unless there's something there that I'm not aware of at this stage. But I believe that light weight classes cannot capture objectives. He costs 85 points. He has 5 movement. He's got 3 volley, 3 clash, 4 attacks, 4 wounds. He's got 3 resolve, 2 defense, and nothing in evade. Alright, special rules. He's got Barrage 3, 24 inches. So it's a stand with this special rule contributes shots if its regiment takes a volley action. The range and the number of shots of that barrage are given in parentheses, so that's the 3 and 24, after the barrage special rule. So it gives an example here of Barrage 2, 24, means that you get 2 shots within 24. That seems pretty straightforward. Armor piercing 1, I assume, is fairly obvious. Suffer a penalty to their defense. Yep. Character is obvious. Deadly shot. When an enemy character or regiment makes an injury roll caused by a model with this special rule, add 2 wounds to the pool instead of 1 for each natural 6 rolled during the injury roll. So you've got exploding 6s basically, but it's the other way around. Rather than it being exploding 6s on the damage, it's exploding 6s when they fail their armor, when they fail their injury roll. Because the 6s are fail in this game, not a success. You gotta remember that. And finally, we have Fiend Hunter, which I'm guessing is something to do with monsters. Yep, there we go. Stands with this special rule. Reroll failed to hit rolls against monsters. Cool. So he specialises in that, obviously, because he's a predator. Now, if you choose him as your warlord, you get Thrill of the Kill. Your regiments may reroll their charge this turn. In addition, light regiments add 3 to their charge distance. Medium regiments add 1 to their charge distance, and heavy regiments add 1 for each engaged stand of that regiment to any impact hits they make. So this is one where you're really going to want to use it at the right turn, because this is potentially devastating. But you got to pick it right. No draw event on this guy. We'll come back to the artifacts. You may select one of the following draw events. So this guy does have draw events, but you've got to pay for them. We've got True Shot. Until the character's next edge of activation, the regiment they have joined gains Sure Shot special rule. Stands with the special rule, never count their volleys as obscured by intervening regiments or terrain. However, spells and long distance can still obscure target. That's potentially my favourite already. Fire in advance. Draw the next command card if the command card is for the active character's regiment. So you need to set this up. That regiment acts immediately. If the stand's regiment uses a volley action as its second action, it may take a third action, which must be march, after the volley is resolved. Once the regiment has completed its actions, the characters then take his or her action. If the drawn command is not the character's regiment, place it in the bottom of your command stack. So, with this one, I've got him attached to some hunters or something. I draw this, but it means that I get to use the hunters first and then him, essentially is what that one is. Personally, I prefer True Shot. True Shot, I think, is going to come in more handy because it automatically gives your regiment more chances to hit. There's no obscuring unless it's to do with spells and stuff. I just think it's going to be more useful. But that's also why it's 10 more expensive. So, for his mainstays, we have Braves, Hunters, Hunting Pack. Now, we don't have any models for Hunting Pack yet. And Raptor Riders. We do have Raptor Riders, and they are gorgeous. In his restricted, you have the Apex Predator, which is coming out shortly. Slingers and Tontoils, which we don't have yet. Alright, let's go through the artifacts. We have been through most of these artifacts before, so I'm just going to touch on the ones that I think might be useful. Alright, so the first thing I want to bring up is the Dreamcatcher, which costs you 45 points. The character scan gains the following supremacy ability in addition to any other they may have. So this is the second one that you're getting, hence why it's so expensive. It means that you need to have him as your warlord to use this, but Wind's Children. All friendly regiments within 8 inches gain the Torrential Fire special rule. Unless firing at long range, each successful hit this regiment inflicts generates an additional ranged attack. It potentially turns the unit into a blender. The additional attacks cannot generate further rolls. That could be very, very powerful if you set that up properly. I also want to look at Kiss of the Dillosaur. Successful injury rolls caused by this character must be re-rolled. Could potentially be very good. We have the Beads of Death. This costs you 25. Before making injury rolls during a duel action, the character removes 1 successful hit by their opponent. Definitely could be very useful. But, in all honesty, the one that I don't think I can look past is the Dreamcatcher. I really like the Dreamcatcher. So at this point, that's where I'd be going. But, we'll see how that changes between now and when the rest of the army is put together. If you're interested in getting into Conquest or expanding your existing force, either use the QR code on screen or the link in the description to open the Parabellum website, and when you're asked if you have a discount voucher, enter Getting Tabled without spaces, just like you see on your screen, to receive 10% off your order. In doing so, not only will you save money, but you also help support our channel without any cost to you. Thank you very much to anyone who chooses to do that. It's greatly appreciated. You're helping us improve our content and bring more content to you. Thank you very much for checking out this video. If you're enjoying the content of this channel, please like and subscribe. If you're in a position to do so, please check out patreon.com/gettingtabled. You receive early access to at least 80% of all videos that we put out, and you get access to the video edition of all of our podcasts the day that they're uploaded. If you'd like to check us out on social media, facebook.com/gettingtabled is the most active. We also have a Discord server. You can email our team at gettingtabled@gmail.com. If you're on either Twitter or Instagram, you can find us at gettingtabled. And until next time, play more games.